Hi Pisces, welcome to your January 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your before we get into that, I just want to say Happy New Year to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful 2022. I just want to say you've been given a fresh start, a new do-over, right, in some way, shape or form. And you've also been given a clean slate. Be sure to give yourself those things and to be okay with them, to sit in that energy. And the other thing that I want to say to you is this is really, I mean, it's wonderful in a lot of ways, right? And because this is a 6th year, which is ruled by Venus, which is all to do with harmony and peace and all of those things, I want to say to you, like, extend that same kindness and courteousness that the universe has given you to give you a fresh start or a clean slate to somebody else in your life. Bury a hatchet, let go of an old wound, right? Remove something from your life that you know is no good for you. This is a time to really get into that energy of what is new, what is next, right? And allowing yourself to get into that heart space is really the best way to make it happen. For your actions and interactions with the world at large, you have the Ace of Swords, right? So you literally do get a fresh start. For some of you, this could be you seeking new employment, new work, right? This is you really tapping into a decision, right? This is you making a decision for yourself that really I think is going to change the game for you, right? And at this point, I'm not sure if it will be at the point you're watching this, but we're talking about the new year now. So at this point in January, Jupiter is in Pisces. He is home for the next, well, certainly for the next 5 months-ish. Which is great, right? And then we'll come back in just before the end of the year to give you another little bout of that energy as well. So twice you're going to have this transit, which is wonderful because Jupiter is your ruler. This is growth and expansion and abundance, and it's opportunity upon opportunity in order to, you know, how many tries do you need to get it right, right? And this is the beauty of Jupiter and the opportunities that he provides. The fact that he's in your sign is really highlighting you. It's giving you strength. It's giving you your mojo back, right? So if you feel like you've been lacking that, this is definitely going to help with that. That being said, that Ace of Swords could see a new work contract coming in for you. It could see an interview. For a lot of you as well, this might be some sort of correspondence that comes in this month that really, you know, is news that you weren't expecting, but is definitely welcome. And it suggests that a lot of you will be making a decision this month, right? Your actions and interactions with the world at large, the Ace of Swords, a decision, right? A finite decision. Like, this is you saying to yourself, this is what I'm going for. Whether this is a New Year's resolution, whether it's an intention, whether it's, you know, just a self-made promise. This is you really moving ahead with something in a really powerful and very, I want to say dynamic, but it's not. It's, you know, it's more on the mental plane. For your money and materials, you've got the Four of Wands. Look at that. Ka-ching, right? You are in the money. Love it. This is great news when it comes to your finances, especially for those of you when it comes to your work, when it comes to your job, your career, your profession. You're making more money. You're having some really great news come in about finances, about resources. Maybe you're getting a pay rise. Maybe you are, maybe an idea that you had, right? Or something that you wanted to do with your money now starts to bear fruit. Maybe an investment starts to come good. The thing is with the Four of Wands, it tends to see the celebration, right? So it looks like you're maybe celebrating getting a new job. Maybe you're celebrating getting a pay rise. Maybe you're, the only thing that I will say, sorry, I've got that itchy nose thing that happens, as you can see, because I look like Rudolph. The only thing that I will say is the Four of Wands is an events card. So this could also see, like, while the money could go up this month, you could also be enjoying yourself more this month, which also suggests that you might be spending more money. But with Jupiter in your sign, you know, there's going to be an abundance of everything available to you, and you really should sit in that energy as much as you possibly can. But yeah, just really great news for finances. If there are any events that come up for you this month, or any invites, I would invite you to go ahead. And the reason I say this is because with this Four of Wands, what might be that you go just for fun could end up yielding some really important results or conversations with people that can help advance your career. Maybe people that can, you know, oh yeah, actually, you know what, I know of a job that's come up and I think you'd be perfect for it. So, you know, wherever you're invited this month, go along. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you have the Seven of Cups. So there are options available to you, right? There are lots of options available to you, actually. The thing is, you can't have all of them at the same time. So this month, I urge you to get a bit more selective about what it is that you want. I mean, it looks like you're clarifying that anyway, so it's not really too bad. This comes up next to that Four of Wands, and I kind of feel like this could be, maybe you're having lots of conversation this month and it's like everything seems like a great idea. Just be sure to try to find a way to streamline it. The other thing is as well, I'll say this to you, talk to everyone and anyone this month, right? That would be the best way for you to get ahead, because you never know which one of the people that you come into contact with could really be the hookup that you need, and it really does feel like that. For your heart and hearth, you have the Judgment card, right? So big change coming to the relationship sector. Big change. If you are single, you will not be single for much longer. In fact, I would wager that within the next 2 months, those of you that are single will have either met the partner, or you'll already be making something a bit more concrete, or making something a bit more solid. This is really nice. For those of you that are single, there's about to be someone new in your life for sure. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments already, it's kind of different. Like, this is going to change. It's going to take the relationship to the next level. So whatever that means, there's something about your relationship that is going up. There's something about your relationship that is evolving, that's getting bigger or better. So for some of you, this could be that you're, you know, maybe you're having a baby. For some of you, this could be you decide to move in together. If you're already living together and you already have children, maybe this is you saying, right, you know what, the last kid's about to move out. Babe, it's you and me, right? This is clock off time. What do you want to do? This is really nice. It could also be as well, for some of you, I kind of feel like the responsibilities that are on you as people, or you as a couple, are being eased this month. It's like you suddenly have more time, more energy, more freedom for yourself. And it's like, wow, okay, what do I do with all of this, right? So it could be really, really nice. It's like one of those moments where you're like, you know, like where maybe you don't think you've got so much money in your account, and you check and you've got like 3 times the amount that you thought you did. You're like, oh, okay, this is cool. All right, so good times all round. So your first week of the month, you have the Temperance card underneath the Ace of Swords. This is like, there's some moment of rectification here. I really like this for you. So something that maybe has gone a bit sort of skew-whiff previously is about to be rewritten right out of the gate as we come into January, which is great. The thing that I will say to you as well, because you've got this with that Temperance energy, this first week of the month as well, you might be setting a record straight with somebody. Like, you know, maybe you're having a conversation, and where usually you'd be like, oh, well, you know, try to see it from the other person's point of view. You're like, no, this is how things actually are, and this is how things are going to be from here on in. I like it. Go Pisces. For your second week of the month, look at this, right? You've got divine intervention and assistance when it comes to your finances, your money, and your resources. This second week of the month, play the lottery. Put money on a horse, right? Not, and when I tell people to do this, I don't mean like, oh, you know, go and put your mortgage, go and put your house keys on the roulette table. No, right? Within reason, but with this kind of lucky energy, this is good news that spontaneously shows up. This is, you know, you get headhunted to work at a place and they're like, yeah, this is the salary, and you're like, holy crap, that's like 10 grand more than I'm on now. Like, this could be just some really great news that shows up for you in your finances that you're not expecting. Play the lottery, put some money on a horse, maybe put some money into an investment. You know, if you get like a hot tip, and again, you know, if you get a hot tip, you wouldn't go in and say, oh, well, I'll just put my life savings onto it. No, right? You'd put something. Like, this could be a really good time for this. Look out for it, because it looks like there's some really great opportunities here for you. For your 4th week of the month, you've got the Justice card. So there are some interesting conversations happening around contracts, around leases, around documents, maybe about earning potential, maybe about new jobs, etc. Very, very nice. Like I said, whatever. And for a lot of you as well, there's a new commitment that shows up for you here in this 3rd week as well. Just remember, Mercury is retrograde until the 3rd of February and Venus is retrograde until the 29th of January. So if you are signing anything, we don't stop living because planets are retrograde. We do what we can to mitigate those factors. And so what I usually do is, if I have to sign something in a Mercury retrograde, I'll get somebody that is not attached to what I'm doing, that I trust, obviously, to look over the contract, or to, you know, kind of run it by me again, because there's likely to be something that I'm missing. So if I ask somebody else to look or see, at least I've got that extra pair of eyes and ears, all right? So just keep that in mind. For your 4th week of the month, you've got the Hanged Man. This is your card, right? For those of you that are single, whoever this person is coming in, this is going to be somebody that resonates at your frequency. This, I don't say this lightly. This suggests that the relationship is possibly, what do you call it? It suggests that the relationship is possibly spiritual in nature. And this suggests that it could be, you know, like, that's soulmate energy, which I find really, really interesting. All right. So I'm not going to say, like, I don't say that stuff every week, like, oh, you're meeting a soulmate, but this could be somebody that really knocks your socks off. So if you're hoping to meet someone, this could be a great week for it. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, there's something about the relationship that is going to that next level, that reaches like a spiritual depth or a new spiritual high. For your new moon message on the 2nd of January, you have the Gate 47 and Mindset. So you're changing your mind or your mindset around something, because that that new moon is on the 2nd of January, straight out of the gate in the 1st week, right? So this is you setting a new precedent in some way. And then your full moon message is the Gate 48 and Depth. You literally can't make this stuff up. You've got this here, right? I feel like the depth is coming from this new relationship. I feel like it's going to come from new work prospects, new friends that show up at this time, new prospects for everything, and quite possibly a windfall of some sort that comes in. All in all, this is probably one of the best Januaries that I've seen for any of the signs. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Happy New Year to you. For those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you. And if you are if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates or resonated, hit the subscribe button. All right, with that said, take care and I'll see you soon.